ready whenever you are.
The
Let's do
hair
it.
looks good, so I think you're chilling.
Yeah, Alex, I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, appreciate my only
Um,
concern.
all right, so let's start out with talking about how your day has been so far. How has today been?
Today's been pretty good so far. I woke up late for scrims actually. It was like 10 minutes late, but our scrims went good. We won like 4-0. So other than that, I've kind of just been waiting for the boys episode to come out because
Nice.
I'm like a really big fan. Yeah, I'm a
Did
big
you
fan of the
watch?
boys.
Did you watch the Gen X series? It's like the
Oh, Gen V. Talking
Gen
about
V,
Gen V.
Gen V. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I saw Gen V and it was so good. I freaking loved it.
I
Like the
heard that
entire universe.
they're closing it after season two for some reason. They're canceling it. I don't know if season two's out yet, but they said season two is gonna be the final season for that one.
Yeah, they already canceled it actually.
Oh,
Season two
really?
came out. Yeah, amazing. I freaking bro, I had my face with it when it
Really?
first came out. I love this one. It was so good. It's like I love like high school shows as well, you know? So like
Yeah,
that was like yeah, set in, I guess it was set in like college or whatever, but it was
similar.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
Exactly.
sick. Okay, so how I want to do this interview, I want to break it down into
Yeah.
past, present, and future. So,
Hmm.
we'll start out with the past. I actually
Yeah,
want to
cool.
start out from the very beginning, sort of. I want to talk about your start in the LCS. So when you first joined 100 Thieves, obviously you had a lot of success. There were a lot of people at the time who were playing top lane in the LCS that were like, "This kid's not going to solo kill me," and he just came in and started solo killing everybody, and like all the fans are going crazy, right? So I
Yeah.
want you to talk and reflect back on what that experience was like for you, because that was a lot of pressure to have on your back.
Yeah, no, 100%. When I first came into the LCS, I had like no expectations. And honestly, like before I even played, I was like so bad, right? I had like terrible habits that like I still had when I was in academy. And it was like a year since I played academy to LCS. So yeah, like I didn't really get rid of the habits until I played LCS again. So I just had no expectations. And then somehow I just got good all of a sudden. And then I just started solo killing everyone. So yeah, just no expectations. And I mean, I guess I did pretty good my first play.
Do you feel like that actually did come out of nowhere, like that ability to start solo killing everyone, or like was there a switch that happened in your head back then that you can think on?
Um, yeah, no, it just came out of nowhere. Like I just had the mindset where like, oh, whatever happens, happens, and like I don't know. I guess I just started just solo killing people. Like my mechanical skills came in clutch.
It just happened, yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah,
also a part of it is like the confidence, right? You get like two or three games on stage, and then all of a sudden it feels normal again. So maybe that was part of it. Is like after you got into the rhythm of it, you started getting those solo kills. But definitely, I
yeah,
wanted to talk
exactly.
about that because I'm just thinking as somebody who never reached obviously that level, like being on stage and knowing that so many people are watching you, and you're just like beating
Yeah.
every expectation. Like I know that had to have just felt like crazy when you went home at night. Like that's just insane.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think in our first ever stage game, there were like Pokemon pulled up, like
Sick.
a bunch of other people like pulled up, you know, and I'm like, damn, like all these people are like so famous, you know,
Yep.
so this is like I have to perform, you know, so like I
Yeah.
look good, but yeah, yeah, no, I was very nervous my first week. I remember like
It
super
makes
super nervous.
sense. It makes sense. Um,
Yeah.
so when it came to you jumping into the LCS and you were obviously thinking about choosing an org, like I don't know what options you had on the table at that time, but what were you looking for? It's easy for people to say pay, right? But when you're looking for an organization that you wanted to join, what was it that was standing out to you at the moment? Was it your ability to shine or develop? Was it the roster you wanted to play with? Like, walk me
Hmm.
through what that decision was like back then for you.
Yeah, like I don't know if you remember the C9 thing. Like
Yeah,
you remember the C9 thing that yeah, yeah, yeah. That was like
a while
yeah, I
ago.
was really yeah, a really long time ago. And I was like, when I didn't get signed to C9, I was pretty like disappointed. So I'm like, oh my God, this is my dream org. I literally had a like account called C9 Gosu
Yep.
because I was a fan of Gosu and C9. But yeah, no, like a year later I got rank one, and then like yeah, like a lot of these orgs were reaching out to me, like EG, FlyQuest, I think, 100 Thieves. And 100 Thieves had like a lot of aura, so I always wanted to play for 100 Thieves that year in 2021, and then I got the opportunity, and I mean, yeah, yeah, I guess it paid off,
Yeah,
and they're very nice to me. Yeah.
that's good. Um, I was looking into discussions about you on Twitter and Reddit, which I fully suggest any player should stay away from. But just in order to prepare for this interview, right, I wanted to look into that.
Yeah,
And a lot of what
for
I
sure.
saw were people mentioning that your timing of entering the LCS was kind of unfortunate because when you entered, that was when the lane swap meta really started to come into play, right? Where people were just like playing Scion top or Cassante top and just like there was no 1v1 skill expression, right? And so I want now that you get to reflect back on that time too, did you feel
Mhm.
like that lane swap meta impaired your ability to shine on stage?
I wouldn't necessarily say so because I thought I was a better like I thought I like the peak of like where my results were. It was during the lane swap meta, right?
Right.
Like I made it to the finals because of the lane swap meta. We made it to worlds because of it as well. Honestly, I feel like after spring split, my laning just got like super bad, and
Hmm.
like it did kind of show in my final split. Um, but yeah, no, it didn't really affect me honestly. I think like as a pro player, you just have to adapt to like any meta that you come into, or yeah, you kind of just have to do that. And um, yeah, I just didn't like play the main champions, or I didn't play them like well
Right.
as good as I do now. Yeah,
Right. 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 Going from that spring to summer split, because I know that you guys were on a bit of a high from that spring split. What was the expectation for you guys as a team for that summer? Like, did you have the same expectation that you wanted to perform, very similarly? Did you guys think you were going to perform higher? Like, what was that break in between like for you guys as a team?
yeah. I mean, we definitely had like like the expectation to make it to Worlds, right? I didn't really think of it too much because it was like still so far away. But we had like a Korea boot camp that honestly, like I didn't play the greatest individually, I remember, but it was still like good. It was still a really good learning experience, and I learned a lot from it. And then going into summer split, like the beginning was very rough, yeah, and everything, and then yeah, we just got good all of a sudden, and then we made it to Worlds. So we definitely had the expectation that like we wanted to make it to Worlds after how we did in spring split, but yeah, like at the beginning it was very rough, but
Yeah,
thankfully yeah, thankfully we made it.
makes sense. So
Yeah,
another thing that I saw were people talking about your ability to improve and what you were able to showcase from when you started in LCS until the very end. And
yeah,
you were on different various stages of 100 Thieves. You were on the tier 3 development, the tier 2 at some point in the academy, and you've obviously jumped to LCS. Do you feel
hmm
like you were given the appropriate resources to improve that 1 year of your LCS in 100 Thieves? Because you were surrounded by veteran talent and you also had the staff too, right? So do you feel like you were given those resources in order to actually improve?
yeah, 100%. I definitely had a good like coaching staff and like just good staff and teammates in general to like help me improve and everything. I just felt like my first year like results wise was pretty good, but I think during summer split like I didn't really perform that good. Um, but I definitely did have the resources, and we definitely could have gone further if I like yeah, if I just played better, you know? If
Yeah.
I but I didn't know the stuff I knew back then now. So I'm kind of glad that it happened that early in my career so I can yeah, make sure it doesn't happen again hopefully.
Yeah. I'm asking this question as somebody who already knows the answer, but I want
Yeah.
you to clarify for everyone who maybe has this opinion or had this opinion of you at one point. There was some
hmm
discourse that was said that it was it was frustrating working with you because you were just somebody who didn't want to be coached or you were just not coachable. And I
Mm.
want you to get the stage now to clear that up
Yeah.
and say that that was not the case and maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the case at all. Like I'm friends with everyone on my team, or I was friends with like everyone on my team and the coaching staff and just everything. It was just like the gameplay that like I guess I wasn't like consistent on, and um yeah, I just didn't show like the potential I had honestly, because like I always knew I was really good. I like the split I got benched specifically. I yeah, just didn't really show the potential I had through like solo queue and everything. So I think yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of feel like that needed to happen in a way, but by like any means, um, yeah, like I always had a pretty good relationship with my teammates and coaches. It was just like the gameplay part, honestly. You know, I just
Yeah.
didn't play the greatest that split, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of glad it happened because I wouldn't have been as good as I am now if it didn't happen. So yeah,
It's a good opportunity to reflect. And I think we've talked
yeah,
about this before. I want to remind you again that that was your
Mhm.
rookie year. Like I
Yeah,
don't think that people gave you enough grace for the fact that you were still growing and it was
hmm
okay for you to make mistakes, right? And it was just kind of
yeah,
unfortunate
exactly.
timing because I know obviously 100 Thieves, they were believing and exiting, and I think that rushed a lot of the decisions that ended up happening. But
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
it was you were allowed to make mistakes and you were allowed to
hmm
have your moments where you were underperforming. And
Yeah,
so I'm glad that you're not too harsh on yourself now looking back on it.
yeah.
Um,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
so people have been
Yeah,
following your career for a bit, and they were kind of left in the dark, obviously, after the whole 100 Thieves situation. I know you ended up taking
yeah.
a break. I want you to
Mhm.
talk about that break. What was the motivation behind that, and what was that break stepping away from league and kind of focusing more on your real life? Like, what was that like, and how did that change who you are as a player now?
Yeah, no, during the break, I literally like after I came back in like the middle of September for my brother's wedding, um, I just yeah decided to take like a 3 month break from league. I literally didn't touch the game from like September to like the middle of December, which is like a 3 month break, and that was
Yeah,
like the longest break I've ever taken, where I just like maybe I played one solo queue game during that time, but yeah, no, I definitely wanted to like give up, honestly. Like I yeah, I didn't really know what was gonna happen because I just like felt so like down on myself and like uh I just I don't want to say I was like playing the victim in a way, but like I wasn't like fully. I was just always in my head basically. But
yep,
then once I realized that okay, like I needed to lock in, I just started up my stream, and I mean I got rank one somehow, like in like
yep,
two literally in like the next 2 months.
yep,
Then I'm like, wait, I'm actually good. Like I just have to like focus. I have to lock in, and I just gotta keep going, and eventually I'll play LCS again. But yeah, it definitely wasn't the greatest, but the hanging out with my friends and my family definitely helped a lot until I was back in the right mindset. Yeah.
yep. And I think you ended up actually hitting a new peak of LP this season, right? Like it was very quickly into you coming back.
Yeah, I think it's like 3,824 or something. But
So
I mean,
stupid.
frick, season 16.
Yeah,
Like I don't freaking know.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
thank you, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
overplayed it for sure, but
I'm curious, when you started coming back to playing solo queue, were you coming back with the
yeah.
intention of just like I'm just going to do this for fun and like kind of see what happens, or did you come back and you were like I want to lock back in and start going back to like achieving my goals or like reaching what feel like I can achieve?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I kind of just felt like enough was enough. Like this is definitely not like the person that I know. That's just
Hmm.
like just not doing anything, just like waiting for things to happen. And I realized that like I'm the one that like controls my own destiny. So I'm like, okay, like I know that sounds like corny or whatever, but
It's
like
true.
yeah, I realized that I just needed to just uh start playing solo queue, and streaming really motivated me because like people could actually watch my gameplay and could actually see that like, oh wait, this guy's still pretty good. It
Yep.
was just like an unfortunate like I guess 2 weeks on stage that he had.
Yep.
But uh, yeah, no, I definitely needed that break to happen, and I mean everything happens for a reason. And
Yep.
even though like a lot of people don't like view my image too positively, I think it needed to happen honestly for me to get this reality check and become this good.
Yep.
That like answers your question.
100%. I want to know during the whole 100 Thieves situation, was there a moment where you lost confidence and you felt like you were never going to get it back, or did you always feel like you still had that confidence in yourself?
I mean, I think like I always knew that like okay, I'm very like based off like instincts.
Hmm.
Wait, instincts, right? Yeah,
Yep.
instincts type of. I'm like a very instinctual type of player,
Yep.
and I mean, I just like I guess didn't have the greatest instincts back then, and like honestly, game knowledge wise, I definitely wasn't the smartest or anything like that. But I think just playing the game a lot and like really just like grinding like 10 to 12 hours every single day is like basically what I've been doing for the past like 3 to 4 months off
Yep.
has like really just helped me like yeah just become smart about the game and just become like good at the game. And yeah, back then I didn't really have that. So yeah, it wasn't like motivating at all. And I definitely didn't really want to play the game because like um yeah, I just didn't feel like it was gonna help me improve that much. But
Right.
I was completely wrong. Like and yeah, I was
That's
wrong.
cool. We've talked before and we talked back during the whole 100 Thieves situation, and I remember we talked a lot about like do happen for a reason. So it's really interesting to have the conversation now and reflect back on that and to be able to be like that kind of had to happen for a reason for you to be who you are
Yeah,
today. And so that's
yeah,
really interesting to kind of have that change, right?
yeah.
The question I wanted to follow up with is you have a brother Viper, awesome guy,
Hmm.
and he's been
Yeah, thank you.
through different stages also in the professional scene. And so I want to know, when you're going through these periods of, the high highs in LCS and then obviously the low lows and taking the breaks and considering coming back, how important is it to have somebody like that in your corner that you can go
Hmm.
to and understands like the situation and what you're feeling? Like how important is that for you?
Yeah, I mean the same exact thing happened to him, right? Like he got replaced as well, and like his team ended up doing good. because of it. Or
Yep.
like maybe if he kept playing, they would have still done good or whatever. But regardless, the same thing happened.
Yep.
So it was very nice to like speak with someone that like experienced the same thing as me, kinda, and like I mean, it still happens to me, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's unfortunate, but like uh, he was also telling me like yeah, like it had to happen to him in order for him to be that good. And if he didn't learn the things he did in LCS, he wouldn't be like rank one, rank two, rank three, or like whatever he's like.
Insane.
Everyone, yeah, you know, like
Yeah.
everyone knows he's insane. He's an insane player now. So I feel like some like similar thing is happening to me as well, and yeah, definitely helped talking with him a lot for sure.
Nice. Um, so you obviously come back to playing solo queue. You make the decision that you want to go back to playing pro play. What
Yeah.
were the offers on the table for you at the time? You know, obviously you ended up on conviction, and was it
Mhm.
conviction from the start, or were you really considering other options at the time?
So I was talking with Dignitas, but I wasn't like I was like the third or fourth option, I
Yeah.
think, or like whatever it was. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't end up joining because I still would have had the same issues if I ended up playing.
Mm,
So that's why I really feel like the 3 to 4 month break that I had from just like playing solo queue like helped me a lot
mm,
just to become like a better player, especially before I play LCS.
right.
So yeah, other than Dignitas, it was only conviction, but um, I'm thankful for Dignitas for at least like considering me, all things
Right.
considered. But yeah,
It helps with the ego a little bit.
yeah, yeah,
Just a
yeah,
little
sure,
bit, just to know, right?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so conviction comes around. You obviously build a roster that you're pretty happy with. What were your goals and what are your goals obviously in the present, right? So you can obviously
Hmm.
make it to LCS just by competing and qualifying and beating, disguised eventually, right?
Yeah,
But what did you set as a goal for yourself for this year, going into the tier 2 development system?
yeah. I mean, it's definitely not ideal that I'm in tier two, right? But like I
Right.
said, like everything happens for a reason. So
Yep.
yeah, I think I had like a lot of expectations for sure this year, or like after I got rank one and everything. Like I obviously wanted to just maintain rank one, but they just keep on freaking resetting the season every like two
Yeah.
seconds or whatever.
Yep.
Like so I have to keep going for it.
Yep.
But like yeah, I've been rank one for the past like 2.5 months, so that's kind of what my goal was. But now it's like to just win NACL, to just keep playing good. And I mean, Freck, hopefully a team picks me up. I feel
Yep.
like I'm definitely like very like I'm good enough for sure to play LCS again.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just up to the team to see if they want to win. You know what I'm saying? They
Yep.
wanna yeah
I mean, I'm
yeah
down with that.
yeah.
As somebody who knows you, I
I appreciate it.
vouch you'd be a good teammate.
Thank you. Yes
Um,
sir. Yes sir.
so a lot of people would call you last year, the people who would doubt your ability, they would say that you were a solo queue player. It's interesting listening to you now
Mm,
because it sounds like you feel like a lot of the weaknesses that you had last year, you solved by playing solo queue more this year. So what
mm.
would you say like you've improved on by playing the game more that maybe you struggled with last year?
I mean, I like okay. By potential, I mean like, um, it was always there in solo queue, but I never really showed it in scrims and on stage.
Hmm.
And I feel like if I just play the way I do in like solo queue and like learn everything from like the team aspect and all that kind of stuff, I would have been a much better player. But like I was just always just like playing a different game. I know that sounds like a bit weird, but like
Hmm.
I wasn't like actually playing the game. Like I was playing, but like I felt like a spectator
Yeah.
type of thing. But now I feel like I'm actually in the game and I actually like contribute a lot to every game I play.
Right.
So yeah, it's more so just like that instead of just like really just spamming the game. Because yeah, I was always good in solo queue, right? I was just yeah, I just never showed my potential, and I feel like if I get another opportunity, I won't waste it. I won't waste it whatsoever, and I will be in the LCS for good this time. Yeah.
I like that. It's interesting that
Thank
you
you.
say that it's like being a spectator because I feel like in a lot of what I saw during your time in the LCS, you had some opportunities where you got to play the Irelias and the skill matchups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But also, it
yeah,
seemed like a lot of the time you got defaulted to being a role player, which is just like, let me just play the
mm,
Cassante or the Scion, right? And it is very easy in those particular situations to just feel like a spectator because there's very little that you can
yeah,
do in comparison to if you're playing a skill matchup where you can, show some expression. So I
for
definitely
sure, for sure.
understand kind of where you were coming from with that. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
looking at your NACL performance now, obviously you are being able to, have some more of that freedom where you're able to show that skill expression. How do you feel like your performance has been, and is it up to the par of what you set for yourself?
I definitely think it's been good so far. Obviously not the best. Like we just went 0-4 in our in our like super week or whatever it was. So like it
Unfortunate.
obviously
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, I'm sure you saw that and you're like, damn, bro, these guys suck. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like frick, bro. Like
Yeah.
uh, but I still think it's been pretty good. I just think top lane is like such a dog role, and the meta is just so revolved around like bot lane and like
Yeah.
mid jungle. And I mean, I guess top lane is sort of like a spectator role. Like you just play your lane, and like whichever bot lane wins is gonna win the game,
Yeah.
like 99% of the time. So I feel like that's just kind of how it's been. Which is like unfortunate, you know. But yeah, like you saw when I picked like Irelia into Mbessa, for example, I
Yep.
like really utilized the matchup and I like 1v9 the game, you know.
Yep.
So I think yeah, please nerf like every other role and just buff top lane. So yeah, I can carry, you know. But
I
it's
see
been
that
fun. It's been
discourse on
very fun.
Twitter a lot. Everyone wants top lane buffed, and I'm down. I'm fine with that actually.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
just been spamming like Yorick and solo queue just because I know that the ranked is resetting. It's so like not serious. I feel like, but I'm playing
Oh,
top lane. I'm like, oh my god, I get ganked once, or like my bot lane is just winning and I know the game is lost, or like if the enemy bot is winning, I just know the game is lost. So I
you just
understand.
know the
I know,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yorick is a trash champion, by the way. I was
It's
like, pick up
so
another champ. I ain't gonna
fun.
lie to you.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
it's
it's
okay,
so
okay. Go,
fun.
yeah, go for it then.
But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
nice.
when the
That's
rank
good.
resets, I'll go back to playing support, mind you. I understand, but I'm just saying for now it's
Yeah, now
fun.
you're good. Yeah,
Um,
I got you.
One of the questions I was curious about. So you came in as a rookie very early. Obviously, the Cloud9 situation, the Tier 2 development and Tier 3 development system back then was very, very different than how it is now. So I'm curious
Yeah.
to know if you were to go back in time, but you had the
Mhm.
system the way that it is now, do you feel like you would be able to develop and get to LCS the way that you did in the same way? Because I know that like the system is very different. Hopefully, you understand what I'm asking with that question.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I was like in that system. I wasn't really like playing in it too much. Like I was played in NACL,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. Like if I was how I am back then, like just my resume was like clean and everything like was clean, you know. Like I would have for sure been like one of the top prospects or whatever. And
Yeah.
like when I entered the league, I would have been like very dominant right off the bat, and like I would have been very consistent. But obviously that's the past, right? Or like you can't change like
Right.
the past or the future or whatever. But um yeah, no, I definitely feel like I would have like already gotten an opportunity to play in LCS because not a lot of people reach like peaks in like solo queue, you know, not
Yeah.
only like in your region but like in the world too.
Yeah.
Um, so I definitely feel like yeah, like not only me but a lot of other players would have gotten like opportunities too, um, more frequently. So definitely does suck that like you don't see that as much,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm glad like Griffin and like Crowdgen and Crowder are all doing good though. Yeah,
Yeah. It is cool to see that talent finally be able to make it because I do feel like if it was 5 years ago, it would have been a lot harder. It was almost like gate kept at that point. So yeah,
true,
I'm happy that we get to see some development.
for
Um,
sure. Yeah.
Now that you're in the tier two system, are there pieces of it where you feel like you would want to make recommendations or changes if you could, or do you feel like it's pretty happy? You're pretty happy with where it's at?
I mean, I'm pretty happy where like okay, I'm pretty happy with where tier two's at right now, I would say. But when you're losing, it is very annoying because it's not like in person. And you can't
Yeah.
really like talk about like your problems like without getting like super tilted or whatever it is. Because
Yep.
I mean, online is just like super different than in person.
Yep.
So I would obviously be like, I would obviously want tier two to be in person. So I wish they like did that again. But I mean, I understand it, and
Old
I feel like
academy
it's
days were fun. It was fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
get that.
True.
Um, okay, so looking towards the future, when you come back, I know a lot of professional players across different sports. This is, this is the same thing for them. They have something, a vision, a goal that they set for themselves that, wakes them up every day and like gets them to play scrims, gets them to do the practice that they need to. What is it
Yeah.
that vision or goal is for you? Now that you've even, made worlds at one point, you even, we're on the LCS stage and solo killing, right? Like, what is that vision that you've set for yourself now that really gets you going?
Uh, yeah. I think it's just I can't wait until like tomorrow where when the season resets because that gives me like a goal again to just like get rank one, you know, and like grind for rank one.
Yep.
I just love that process so much because it's like oh, when you like achieve rank one, there's like not really much else that you can look forward to, you know? It's kind of only like scrims, I guess, but like when you're like losing, you don't really want to look forward to
Yep.
scrims too much. But yeah, I think it's just getting rank one again and just consistently being on top of the ladder. and performing in NACL, so I can hopefully get another opportunity. But yeah, other than that, just like streaming. I think streaming is also very good, and yeah, it's good for my future too. So hopefully I can keep it up.
Yep. So speaking of which, I want to use this as an opportunity. If you were, you're familiar with like elevator pitches, right?
Not really, to be
Okay,
honest. I don't think. Yeah,
it's this idea where, let's just say that you are an entrepreneur and you have this company idea and you get stuck in an elevator with a CEO who has tons of money, right? And you just have,
yeah,
1 minute to make a pitch for your company. I want
yeah.
you to pitch yourself to the LCS teams that might be considering you for, next split or next year. What is it that makes you stand out, and why do you feel like you deserve an opportunity?
Yeah, 100%. This is like a like the way I approached that honestly was just like letting my gameplay speak
Mm,
because there's obviously like a drastic improvement to when I was in LCS with how my gameplay is right now. But if I did have to say, I mean, just watch my gameplay and see for yourself. Like
yeah,
I am on top of the leaderboard for a reason,
yeah,
and I would say I'm doing pretty good in NACL. Like I said, I'm not the like great, like we're not number one right now or anything, but I think individually, in scrims and stage has been good. So yeah, please someone, please guys, pick me
please.
up. I'm ready. I'm ready this time.
Okay, final question then. I don't know if during your break you went on to Twitter or Reddit or anything like that. Of course, again, at the beginning I said that I did that. I went through all that.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah,
easy to kind of go in and expect that you're just going to see a whole bunch of hate, because I think that's just what a lot of people perpetuate online, is just kind of what it is. But
yeah, for
actually, there
sure.
was a ton of people that were supporting you and rooting for you to come back, and they were excited when you announced that you were looking to compete again. And there is just a lot of people who love and support you. And so, just as the last question, I want you to kind of have the ability
Yeah,
to say whatever it is that you want to say to those people who are still supporting you today.
yeah, no, 100%. For the people that still follow me, of course. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys for just like being in this journey with me. I know it's like I don't want to say there's been a lot of downs because there's definitely been more ups than downs, and
Yeah,
I do feel like I haven't really reached the peak of my career yet. So I mean, we're definitely still in for a show, and I do stream a lot, so you guys can also just tune in, watch my gameplay, and see if I've improved or not. But
yeah,
yeah, other than that, hopefully I make it back, and yeah, thank you all for like still like supporting me because I definitely do see the positive comments, and um, yeah, there's definitely a lot of them for sure. So I appreciate that.
good. All right, it's been a pleasure, Sniper. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. No, Nova Bot, the
Nova
goat.
Bot. Thank you, bro.
No